We could be the beginning part of the THX
Oh my
sound.
God!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 52 of Ignore the Backlog podcast. My name is The Real Ports, and Evil Space Bunny is here. Evil Space Bunny.
Hi.
Hi. How you
Hi.
doing? I'm gonna make you
Okay.
do that intro and trying to do it the exact same way I do it and see how it goes.
Hello, everybody.
Instant accent.
I don't know why, but every time I want to intimidate you, I just give you a really shitty fucking accent. And it is
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
hello, comrade.
It's like Tim Curry's Russian accent.
Okay, that's all I could do is just basically pretend I'm Tim Curry and do
I mean,
terrible accents, and people will still love me.
There's worse choices to pretend to be. Just
I
saying.
mean, he's an amazing, amazing man. How can you not love Tim Curry?
I don't know. You'd have to be somebody who downvotes YouTube videos, probably.
Wait, people downvote YouTube videos?
Of course they do. They they give it the thumbs
Dislike.
down. Is that what it's called? I don't know.
Yeah.
The verbiage.
I don't
over
fucking
here.
know. I'm all about that positivity.
I don't know shit about the internet. I just work there.
Shows how much I'm on other platforms, but
Right.
yeah.
I'm on YouTube all the time. I've never even looked at that button though.
I don't know. If I I'm
just
one of those-
navigate away from the page.
Yeah, exactly.
There's
I'm also one
there's
of those
absolutely nothing in me that needs to stick it to someone else's shit.
people. Right. And I'm one of those people who's like, well, if I don't have anything nice to say, I better not say anything
That's
else.
not fucking true in most cases, and you know it.
If it has
But
to
when
be
it comes
written.
to you, for some reason, YouTube videos are sacred. I don't know.
I don't know. It's not everything that I'm that way.
Tell you
I'm
what,
not that
though,
way on Twitter.
I would use the fuck out of a dislike button on Twitter. Holy shit, I would abuse the fucking hell out of that.
I believe it. I believe you.
Yeah.
100%.
I wouldn't even have to unfollow people anymore because they'd block me. Like, oh my god, you're killing my fucking ratios here.
Oh my god.
They should have a like dislike pool that you have a certain amount of per week, and you have to spend it. I would dump it all on specific people's tweets and just tank their fucking tweets.
I fucking love it. Oh my god, it's so good. Okay,
But
yeah.
did you know? I don't
What?
know. Look, I just traffic in these sort of circles where you know things that other people don't know. But did you know that Razer bought THX in 2016? That's an inside joke because before the show we were like, who the fuck owns THX? And what the fuck? Razer owns THX. I think we're gonna start with the news of 2016.
Yeah, the news from 2016. Also, by the way, this is a video game podcast. If you guys haven't figured that out.
Well, that's related. The Razer. I'm using a Razer keyboard right now.
Are you? Yeah, are you really?
I am. I got it as a birthday present, 3 or 4 years ago.
Nice. I don't think I've owned
Or
a Razer
Christmas.
product.
I don't know. Some holiday where people are forced to give each other gifts. Anyway.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, that is a weird move, but we kind of talked about it off the podcast where more and more companies are starting to get into shit like that, or gobble up these weird things that they think that can improve things for gamers and stuff.
Yeah.
Gamers. Anyway.
That's my no word.
Gamers.
Nope. Instantly out. If that's in the press release of whatever the fuck you're talking about, I'm out.
Oh yeah, it
I'm
always makes
fucking
me.
out.
Yeah,
There was this RuneScape streamer back when I was super into RuneScape that she would call her chat gamers, and I know it's an ironic thing, but I still couldn't fucking stand hearing it all the time.
It's like when I
stopped
call people
watching.
nerds. That's mine. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's up, nerds? Hi, nerds.
It was like an insult though. You're like, you fucking nerd.
You fucking nerd. I love you. Anyway,
Exactly.
did you play video games?
Well, I can't believe you'd ask me. Of course I Yes, I've never not played. Not very many. I pitter pattered around in a couple of games.
Okay.
I can say a couple words about, as if we were at I was delivering a eulogy about them.
Okay, splash around in their eulogy.
Assassin's Creed 3. I think maybe I brought this up on the podcast before. I've been in the middle of a playthrough of Assassin's Creed 3 for about 19 years.
Okay.
It's like the game I boot up when I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'll just like blow some time in this fucking game.
Right.
Because eventually I'll beat it, right?
Okay.
Years down the line, maybe my children's children will beat it.
It'll be a lineage.
It's got to be the worst Assassin's Creed I've ever played. Just from a gameplay standpoint, the story's kind of interesting. I like the alternate history stuff they do. With,
yeah.
Everybody being involved with the Assassins and Templars and shit.
Obviously.
I think that's kind of dope. But there's no tall buildings in colonial America. We didn't have any skyscrapers. So they thought that trees are suitable, a suitable replacement. Let me tell you, they're not. They're just fucking not. And it doesn't feel cool to run through the forest. But the bigger issue is the technical difficulty I've been running into. See, me and PC Gaming have been getting along forever, and I've made a lot of excuses for this abusive relationship. Like, oh, yeah, sure, he crashes sometimes, but, I mean, he loves me, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there's lots of technical difficulties in our relationship. Everybody has complicated relationship with their gaming. I mean, come on,
obviously.
Consoles don't have 60 FPS in all their games. Like, Jesus. Like, nobody's perfect, okay? But deep down inside, I'm like, oof, man. It does suck that, like, I'll fuckload, especially since I play games 10 years past their prime.
Obviously.
Primarily.
Mm-hmm.
So, it sucks to boot up Assassin's Creed 3, which, by the way, I had working for 9 hours, and then all of a sudden, maybe an NVIDIA update, I don't know what happened, but the graphics just wig the fuck out, and you can't do shit about it unless you manually remove your drivers and then install them again.
Okay.
And I don't really want to do that for Assassin's Creed, which, by the way, did I mention I've been playing the game for 19 years, and I'm 9 hours in? It's not worth it for Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah, no.
If that was the fix for all my games, it would be worth it. But it's just the fix for this game? No.
No.
I'm not doing that.
It's time to let it die.
It is time to let it die. But here's the other thing. Dragon Age Origins, I mentioned the other week.
Oh,
I've been playing that too. It's crashing on boot up now. It was crashing before a little bit, and it was fine because I was just quick saving like a motherfucker, and it was fine. Now, it won't even start. And I'm pretty sure mods have to do with it, and it's, maybe I'll uninstall the mods. I don't really know how that works, like, since my save has modded items in it. I don't know if it goes back in and cleans up the save. I doubt it. So, I don't know. Maybe that run's just fucked, which is probably fine, because I'm an archer that does do no damage anyway. But I just, like, it sucks to get halfway through something, or, you know, a third of the way through something, or just 10 hours into something that's 50 hours.
Yeah.
And then be grinded to a fucking halt.
Yeah, and then have to start all the fucking way over again.
It's a big oof. Big oof. Yes, exactly.
I got you.
Use an internet term for young people. Yeah, I just, it's annoying. And the thing is, like, there's something about it that when your game boots up and it doesn't boot up, like it's not working the way it's supposed to, it makes me want to play the game more.
I think that
I can't have it.
That when you can't have something, you just want it more, and like, a certain transgression happened, and I lost my Switch. I don't have my Switch anymore. It's gone. And now more than anything, all I want
it's the only thing you can think of.
Super Smash
that
Brothers.
That dust collected piece of shit is all you can think
about.
about.
I want, and it's all I want to think about, and like, it's really frustrating and really annoying. I was like, I just want to Switch, and the other day somebody asked me, they're like, do you want a sugar daddy? And so I, of course, went to Twitter and was like, yo, should I just ask this dude for a Switch and some Steam gift cards? And everybody's like, do it. And I did. And then he blocked me. Like, I'm just asking directly what he want, what I
wait,
want.
wait. Didn't the guy DM you on Twitch or Twitter? I mean,
He DM'd me not on Twitter. He DM'd me in Discord.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I assume if this person follows you though, they saw the tweet.
I don't give a fuck. I want to switch.
Yeah. Apparently that was a little out of his price range. Not so much of a sugar daddy. Maybe a sweet and low daddy.
He's a shit. Oh, no. Shit. What?
Stevia.
Ew, stevia? I was thinking like maybe a milk dud. I don't know. Something small.
Oh, I was just thinking not real sugar. Aspartame. It's an aspartame daddy. That's what you got hit up
daddy.
By. Yep. Diet RC Cola daddy.
Diet RC Cola daddy. Super, super fake. Anyway, so you tried Dragon Age Origins. Now that's fucked. Assassin's Creed. What else did you play?
It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Well, okay. My friend messaged me. He messaged our group Discord, and he was like, yo, think about playing this fucking thing. It's like a screenshot from Dead Space 2. And I was like, ooh. He, of course, did it on, like, September 30th. And I'm like, yo, dude, you couldn't even wait till October?
What day?
Now, I wanted to boot it up that day, but I had already said that. So I was like, fuck me. So I waited till October 1st, and I booted up Dead Space. And it was fucking awesome.
Proud of you.
I love Dead Space 1, even though I only played an hour and a half of it. It's a great fucking game. I would like to play the first two this month.
Do it.
I have a semi-yearly tradition of playing Dead Space 2 in October, but Dead Space 1 I have not returned to since 2009.
Wow. Okay, yeah.
And I'm curious how it holds up, because there's a lot missing. I mean, Dead Space 2 added a lot.
Yeah, it did.
Like, the upgrades are more meaningful. You get different suits.
I feel like...
I guess that's it, basically.
I feel like also the bad guys, like, everything is just, like, the movement and, like, the AI is better in the second one compared to the first one.
That's probably true.
So...
Yeah. I'm not sure. It's honestly I kind of get them confused because they look so similar. Although it seems like Dead Space 1 mostly just has the regular necromorph.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? Yeah. Mostly.
There's a couple odds and ends in there, but like.
Yeah, but Dead Space 2, I mean, they got fucked up babies in that thing. You know, they went crazy.
Was Dead Space 2 the one where they introduced PvP? Or was that the third one?
I don't think they did that in either of them.
I swear to God, one of them has a PvP mode, and I remember being in an all-chat server playing the PvP mode where it's like aliens versus humans, and I would get the dead baby, and all I would do is scream and cry into the microphone.
Oh, that was Dead Space 2. I fucking forgot about that. Holy shit.
So
I think I played that on Xbox Live. It was so stupid.
It was so stupid. It was so bad.
Yeah. It reminded me of Aliens vs. Predators.
A little bit.
Did you play that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. The multiplayer in that is shockingly good.
Mm-hmm.
No one plays it, but we get some friends together every now and then and boot it up for like 4 rounds, and then the same person wins every round. We're like, fuck this.
Fuck this. I'm not playing this game ever again.
Because we spend the entire round going, oh my god, the fucking alien is OP, dude. And then we switch roles. And then the soldier wins. We're like, what the fuck? The soldier just has a gun and shit? Like, it's fucking too... He sees where people are. It's bullshit.
It's fucking too easy.
Standard thing. And then the Predator is just, you know, gets rotated out. And it's like, well, we can't even see. You're invisible and you got rockets and shit. What the fuck? It's fucking broken. So, it turns out one of our friends is just really good at multiplayer games.
Yeah.
The rest of us are mad about it.
I mean, when are you not mad about something?
Yep. That's my personality. Yep. Okay, the main event this week was Grounded.
Yeah.
Fabian and I dove back in because they updated it again, and so we the first update they did, they fucked up our save. I think.
Yeah, you told me about this.
Stuff did not work right, so we started over. And we made all of our 21-day progress in 5 days.
God damn.
And it's looking pretty good. We're on 13 or 14 or 15, somewhere around there, middle teens.
Mm-hmm.
And fuck me, that game is so good. that game is so fucking good. What we started doing with the, I don't know if you've gone back or anything, but remember how unbeatable the fucking spiders are? Unless you glitch them. We have started finding, so wolf spiders are the more valuable ones because they are the ones with the face fang things. And they go to sleep during the day. So we find their dens and build bases around them and then shoot them with fucking arrows and they can't do shit about it.
So still glitching the game. Got it.
Yeah. Is it?
I mean, no. Yes and no, because, like, you're built...
We're not going to face them out in open combat, okay? That's not how anyone would deal with that situation.
No. That's fair.
It's just a creative solution.
No, that's pretty smart. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. One time it ran through the wall and we died. The game's a little glitchy.
Oh, wait, yeah, it's still early access. Still very early access.
Yeah. Yep. But it looks great and it's real fun.
Nice.
That's it for me, I think.
For you?
That's it for me.
Okay. Sounds like a much busier week than me. I feel like I'm gonna let everybody down this week.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so I haven't been doing too much because I've just been busy getting ready to move. And so I played a couple little relaxing games. I found this game called The White Door, which is like a weird puzzle game, and it's like about patterns and like you're this guy who wakes up in a mental health facility and he suffers from like extreme memory loss. And so you're trying to play through this game and interact with everything. And like you have this routine that you have to do every day, but when you go to bed at night, you slowly start to remember what happened to you. And it's really, really interesting because like the music's really good in it. There's like this weird like background soundtrack and like everything and all the noises are actually well done. And it's all line art and it looks really simplistic, but it kind of grew on me after a while, especially when you see your main character. And yeah, it was just kind of a weird little game. I haven't beat it yet. I got kind of, I think, halfway point, but it was just a weird little game, a nice little experience. The next thing that I've been kind of focusing on and playing is I really got back into the Messenger. I really got back into the Messenger, and I think what I'm gonna do, because it's been a really, 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 really long time since I've done anything like this, but I think I'm gonna 100% the game. And I know.
What was the last game you 100%?
I don't remember.
Do you remember like a big one that you did? I'm just curious.
I mean, it's probably like maybe the only one that I can think of that comes to my head is like Super Mario 64 or Legend of Zelda or Ocarina of Time.
Oh shit, yeah. Okay, so a really long time before people even really called it that.
Yeah, before people actually said it's like, oh, you're a completionist and stuff like that, or before achievements.
Yeah. They're just like, oh, you played the game.
It's like you played the game, and like.
The only ones I've ever done were Fallout 3 and Red Dead Redemption.
Wait, you 100%ed Fallout 3? Holy
yes, I did.
My hat's off to you.
I fucking love that
game. My
game.
fucking hat's off to you because that game crashed on me so many times and just kept bugging out. And then it got to the point where I was just like, I'm gonna go find my fucking daddy. And then I did.
Yeah, I didn't have any technical problems on console or PC. Okay.
That's kind of insane because that's all I did was have problems on the PC. And it was
oh, damn.
It was just the fucking absolute worst.
There's a storm brewing in me, which is playing 3 in New Vegas back to back, and I don't know when it's gonna happen, but I'm fucking excited.
I think you should do it. I'm gonna, and I think I'm gonna start maybe looking back and like finding games that I really do enjoy, and maybe going back and finishing them or 100%ing them is what I mean by finishing them.
I always like the idea. Like, I really want to 100% Witcher 3.
Man.
Because it's, like, probably the most important. Well,
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite games for sure. And it's just like one of those games that's just like mostly because of the music. It's just like I want to be in that game all the time. Red Dead 2 is another one that I someday. I think it's a little early for me to beat it a third time now, even though I did start my playthrough for the thing we're doing. Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is a good time to mention we're going to be doing a spoilers with a Z episode about Red Dead Redemption 2 next week in lieu of a regular podcast because Bunny's got shit going on.
I'm going to be in my car for a very long time, etc.
Right.
etc.
Yeah, for a couple years. So we'll see you on the other side.
I gotta dig a hole and I gotta drive through the earth, etc. etc. So I think I'm gonna do that with a messenger, and I'm actually gonna do my best to stick to it because I fucking love everything about that game, and every time I play that game, it's just like super cozy for me, and like super comfy, and it just makes me so happy, I guess you could say. I don't know how else to describe it. But yeah, let's see. And then the last thing I played, and I just attempted playing it today for the first time before it started crashing.
Can I ask a quick question about the messenger? What are the like difficult things about 100%ing it? Like, what do you have to do?
So I started finally looking into it because I wasn't going to look into it, and
you were just gonna play it until your eyes bled,
and it started getting to the point where I was banging my head against the wall on certain power seals. But you gotta get like all the power seals. You gotta make a deal. There's like this thing called the money wrench that you need to get, and I still haven't figured it out. There's one part where I'm gonna have to go back and redo it. I might just do that on a different playthrough for a certain achievement, but I would have to do it on a Game Plus for this same playthrough. Because you have to like go through a certain area without a light and all this other shit, and it's just a bunch of weird little things that I've been reading up on. I'm like, well, fuck, I already fucked that one up, so, but I don't care. I like playing this game, so I'm not like entirely angry
fuck
about
it. Cool. Okay, so what was the last one?
The last game I played was I literally started playing it, and this is my first few impressions of it, because it's an early access game, and this game has been in early access for God knows how fucking long. And it's called My Summer Car. And there's been so much weird shit about this. Like, it's been in early access since 2016. And you basically...
Is that the one where you can pee on people?
I believe you can, yes.
Yeah,
and you build a car, and you basically find all the parts, and then you bring it together, and then you build a car. You can get drunk, you can pee on it. Your parents are out of town, and they're forcing you to buy or fix up the dad's old car. And the thing is, at the very beginning of this game, you are born into the world. And you're being born in the back seat, and it is one of the most fucking weirdest experiences I've ever seen in a video game, because you're looking at the door from between two legs, and then you're like, what the fuck is happening?
Damn, that's more graphic than the fucking Fallout 3 opening.
And it was just like super fucking weird, and then you're born, and then there's fucking blood and stuff everywhere, and it's just like, what the fuck is happening? And I'm like, I thought this was a game about building a car. Like, what the fuck? But like, I immediately started fucking with the game, and then I started breaking it, and because I just kept like going around and immediately picking up shit and then throwing it wherever the fuck I wanted to, and like getting mad at my motor and like picking up stuff and just like fucking with the sauna. Also, who the fuck has a sauna in their house? You could literally fill up a bucket with water, and then you could go dump it on the sauna, and it creates steam. And I was like, okay. I'm like, this is nice.
Huh.
Also, fuck whoever has a sauna in their house, because I'm jealous. Yeah, I'm really jealous.
Yeah.
But I didn't even get that far into the game. Like, I literally played for maybe like 30 minutes, and then it just kept crashing.
So what the fuck brought you to this game?
So one of my my nerds that listen to the podcast actually gifted it to me. He's like, "This should be able to run on your potato PC," and then I started breaking it immediately because I'm an asshole like that. And then yep. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to play this some more. I drank a bunch of beer.
I don't remember who I saw play that game, but I just remember you can flip people off
and set fire
and pee on them.
Yeah.
And throw beer cans at them. Yeah, it didn't seem about the car at all.
It's a very interesting thing. Oh, and there's the police in there too, from what I remember, what I've seen and stuff. It's just stupid. Also, it has like stats, so you have statistics of like going pee, how hungry, how thirsty you are, how fatigued you are.
Oh, cool! It's a survival game. I bet those are really great. Really
necessary. Yes.
Fine-tuned.
Fine-tuned for fixing a car.
Very well balanced.
Yeah, but the graphics is what, like, I feel like also looks like shit. They're like weird and really clunky, and then if you see any of the people, they're like super bad. They look ridiculous. It just literally turns into like this worse and worse like dog pile of like a shit show that is a car. But yeah, anyway.
Jesus
so
Christ.
that's what I ended up playing.
That's very interesting.
It was a very interesting.
You went to an old comfort and then a plunge off the fucking deep end.
I literally did go off the deep end with this game because I've seen people play it and it's never been really something that I've gone out of my way to like find, but I've, when you go on the YouTube fucking just autopilot, it just kept popping up on my stuff, and now it's always on my recommended feed, and now it's just like, well, fuck, I have to watch this video about this because I want to see what the fuck they did and how they fucked up the car and so on and so forth. So, but yeah, that's what I played.
I like it.
It was the things that I said.
Other than the Razer news from 2016, did we have any?
We had some recent developments. We had some interesting things happening this week.
Okay, I don't want to hear the words Epic, Blizzard, or.
Oh, guess what?
EA.
None of those.
Or Bethesda. Or Todd Howard.
Yeah, I'm
what?
serious.
Are you serious?
So
okay, I'm in.
Week.
Let's do it.
So Todd Howard. Now working at CD Projekt. No. So CD Projekt, we love them so much for The Witcher. They're getting into their crunch time for the release of Cyberpunk, and it's making everybody very, very nervous. So this week they finally announced, and the fact that the BBC was reporting on this, that staff is all mandatory to work overtime to finish the game. Everybody is being put on 6 days a week right now. The company said that this is one of the hardest decisions that they ever had to make. Literally last year, the chief executive had promised to allow the staff to opt out of extra hours. But now, because of the announcements from how many delays? 3 now? Yeah, it's been three big ones. 3 delays, and because of that, so April, September, and then now November. Now, because they're in this last 6-week push, everybody's on mandatory overtime. Everybody's working 6 days a week. There has been a lot of backlash because a lot of people don't want to work the overtime, obviously, and so they're trying to compensate everybody. And it's still causing a lot of drama within the company itself, but yeah, it kind of sucks. I get it, as they've already pushed back the game, and if they push it back again, everybody's going to be really pissed off.
Most people are understanding, it seems like, especially with this game. Everybody knows CD Projekt, fucking insane attention to detail, big ass open worlds, came from nothing not that long ago, right? The Witcher 1 was fucking shit. No, I mean, it wasn't shit, but it was it was very clearly low budget, right? Now that they have more money than anybody, I mean, not anybody, but They have the money, right? They have
Yeah,
they have
they do.
Keanu Reeves money. You know, people they have a pedigree that I think people are willing to
Yeah.
stand by and wait for. I mean, not everybody, but who gives a shit? Those people are still gonna play it if they're so fucking. If their anticipation levels are so high for this game that they're like sending death threats to fucking developers and shit because the game's not out, they're still gonna buy the game even if it gets delayed.
Like, part of me I want the game. I want it now. But like, if they put a shit back to past Christmas, I think that's the reason why they won't push it back again, is because they want those Christmas sales.
Yeah, probably.
Is the big thing.
Yeah. Yep. And sometimes that's the right business decision. It may not be the best for all the people working there, but
I don't
know. Sometimes there's no way around it. I mean, yeah, you could be like, oh, fuck money, like fuck profits.
No.
But you don't run a business.
We don't run the business. And so
So it does suck, by the way, and they should never do this again because they've been in this situation now where they said they won't do it.
And then they
right?
went back on it.
They said they wouldn't do it, and now they're doing it, and that's why it stings extra hard.
And like, I was talking to another friend about it, that they should do kind of what Rockstar does. And Rockstars will announce a game, and they're like, hey, look at this project we're working on. Won't give us a timeline. Won't give us anything until it's like literally a month before the launch, and they'll be like, hey, this game is done. It's going to be out this day.
Although GTA 5 did get delayed by like half a year.
But still.
And they do crunch all the time. They're like probably the number one offenders of employee crunch. Although I heard that it's not mandatory there. Although in a situation where it's not mandatory, but it's the culture of the company.
Yeah, it's basically mandatory.
It's basically mandatory, right? Like, what are you going to be, the asshole who's fucking quote unquote lazy?
And
like nobody wants to be that
for
guy.
Like wages, and you're competing with your fellow coworkers and stuff for like attention and like no, that's because like that's how the food industry is sometimes. And like I remember working at bakeries. This is kind of why I don't like working at bakeries as much, because it does create that mentality. And they're like, well, I got here an extra hour and I didn't clock in. And I'm like, you're a fucking idiot.
Oh, Jesus. Fuck those people.
And then they're the ones who get fucking promoted because they work, shit.
I brag about my time theft, okay?
I took a 6-minute break. Fuck you.
Fuck you, idiots. Yeah. What I say to those people is, oh, really? And we're still getting the same amount of work done? That's weird.
Oh, God. That makes me mad. That's why I work in the restaurants. Like, I work really fast, and I'm very competitive. But at the same time, where it's like you're competing against your fellow man, and like the company's putting pressure on you to do that, to compete with your like brothers in arms, it's really fucked.
I know.
Yep. Don't do it again.
Yep.
CD. Don't do it again.
Well, definitely don't say you're not going to do it.
Just
be like, look, it's the reality of the industry. Everybody fucking does it.
Everybody's doing it. I'm not doing it.
It's. I mean, if all the big ass companies do it, like who doesn't do it? Do we know? I have no fucking idea. I assume all big releases go through this.
Yeah, because then you kind of coast after that.
Look, video games have gotten too good and too big. Maybe we need to scale back video games.
Sort of a revival in these like older style looking games.
Yeah, and I'm totally down for that. Honestly, I'm totally down. Now, if I learned that 2K or who the fuck made the Mafia 1 remake was crunching to finish that fucking game that's already done, I'd be a little pissed. I'd be like, hey, what the fuck? The game's out, dude. Shut the fuck up.
We're really sorry. We had to delay this re-release.
There's a couple wrinkles on this character we can't get rid of.
The collisions isn't working. Anyway, yeah. CD Projekt. Bad. Don't do it. Anyway. So how much do you know about the game Roblox?
I know that if I want to make a young person reference, but I don't want to use Fortnite or Minecraft, I use that game. That's what I know about it.
That's fair. Roblox is a weird fucking hodgepodge of a game. I would compare it to VR chat sometimes. Yeah, and VR chat's
Ugh.
its own
Ugh. Remember when kids were young and
Club
innocent and
Penguin. Oh
playing
my
Club
god, full of
Penguin
predators? Yeah.
with all the
Oh, wait,
perverts on
Roblox
there?
got in trouble for it a few times already. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's never really the fault of the game. It's just like those
Yeah, it's
people
the
are gonna find
environment.
it, you know?
So it is a free play to play game, and Roblox is actually preparing for its stocks to go public. Because of COVID this year, they saw a huge fucking increase in their sales. So like their second quarter was an estimated $11.6 billion in revenue. Yeah.
Roblox?
Yeah.
What?
Okay, so let me explain a little bit about this since you don't know a lot about it, and I figured a lot of other people don't look about it, so I
Okay.
kind of looked into it. So there
Yeah,
are things that you
please.
can buy in the game, just kind of like
Yeah.
Fortnite. Just imagine it like Fortnite. You could buy fucking skins, you could buy avatars, you could buy all kinds of silly stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
What's the
that's the
player
thing is
base
like
though?
it is a younger audience, and
No, but how
oh
many people? How many
Jesus
fucking
fuck,
people play this game? Is it
it's
more than
pretty
Fortnite?
big. Let me see if I can find it again. Roblox.
I thought it was like the niche one. If kids weren't into Minecraft
It
or
kind of still
Fortnite,
is niche.
that was
It's
the one that went
approximately
to.
115 million monthly active users. It's so many.
That's so many.
I think it might be more
That's
active
so
than
fucking
Minecraft
many.
sometimes.
That's 100 times more than people that play Dota.
Yeah,
That's
it has a
fucking
huge
insane.
follower base, but like since we don't talk to young kids, we don't ever really see it. Although I have a few adult friends that do
Yeah.
play it, so it's just interesting. But yeah, they saw
Yeah.
because of like they did like a huge announcement and like a huge fundraiser, and they just seemed like fucking crazy insane numbers of like 1.5 billion hours of monthly engagement sometimes, and just like how active it is. So you could buy all the avatars, you could buy skins and little fucking cosmetic things. Also, people make games within Roblox, which is why I kind of compared it to VR chat, because in VR chat you can make rooms, you can make stuff and like interactive things, right? And some people do charge for those like avatars and stuff and all that other kinds of things, and it's not done through VR chat, which I think is silly. But um Roblox does make all these things, and then people can make video games within Roblox, and or little like
Oh.
whatever the fuck you want to interact with, but they can make games within there, and they can put a paywall up. So in order to play these games, you have to pay a fee, and then the developer of said game gets some money, and then
And let me
obviously,
guess, so does
yeah,
Roblox.
so they made a fuck ton of
Yeah.
money from this year since everybody's been so cooped up and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
So here's the thing about them going public
Right.
and going, hey, look how great things are. If quarantine starts to end, doesn't
Possibly,
it trend
since, like,
down?
Since kids will
Isn't
actually
that
be
what we're
going to
looking at?
classes, but it's gonna be interesting to see what happens if. But who knows? Like with everything that the way COVID has been handled and how everything's going. Not to get political, but I don't think everything's gonna go back to normal anytime soon. So they can ride this for a little while, and if they do go public, it depends on how
Yeah,
they also
for
do
sure.
it, is the other thing. So, like, there's two ways to go public, either doing public offerings or direct listings. And they haven't made
Mm-hmm.
comment on whether
Mm-hmm.
which one they're going to do. Now, probably the best thing for them to not go stocky and to not bog this down since this is a gaming podcast, but direct listing is probably their best bet considering it won't, like, delude the, oh my god, share owners and stuff. And so it will
Yeah.
keep the power at the top, and then like little people could gobble up the little stuff, you know? Right. But yeah,
Right.
it's just interesting because like I never thought of this game ever like a lot of game companies do go public, like you know, Activision, obviously, EA, and like all the other games that we just mentioned earlier, they're all public. And so more and more game, more and more. It's
Yeah.
just it's so weird to see like maybe people's People's kids being like, yeah, buy Roblox stock, Mom. Like, could you imagine that?
The PewDiePie podcast I listen to says that we should buy Roblox
Dad,
stock,
buy
Mom.
Roblox stock. Yeah. It's just going to be interesting.
And actually, with the profits you make for the skin for the stocks, so we could buy skins and Roblox.
Yeah, give me your dividends. Anyway.
There's nothing worse than a kid who knows more than they should. Because there's going to be kid gaps that they can't possibly understand. But there's too, like, you ever meet a kid that's like too articulate for their own good? Like, Jesus Christ. There's lots of adults that way too. But in kids, it's especially annoying because it's like, there's no way to make you understand.
There's no way to make any child understand sometimes. And it's just fucking, it's like, no, stop! Get some help. Anyway, so you didn't say Minecraft in the list. I was actually kind of surprised you didn't say Minecraft. So, I mean,
we don't talk about Minecraft that often. I mean, we do about like you playing it, but there's no like business news. It's like, oh god, they're in the news again. Oh, son of a bitch!
But probably
I should have fucking added and made a last minute addition.
So on October 13th, Super Smash Brothers is getting a new character, and it's Minecraft Steve. Oh.
That I'm surprised that.
Well, that's the thing is a lot of.
I guess. Who's not in Super Smash Brothers at this point?
Hoping it was gonna be Doom Guy. Sugar Daddy, please.
Ooh, that'd be cool. They probably think their audience has more crossover.
Sugar Daddy, please give me a fucking Switch. Anyway,
Minecraft, which
so
is definitely true.
Apparently, this has been rumored to be happening for 5 years.
Aspartame Daddy, come on.
And the reason why it took so long is the rumors that were floating around is some of the maps had to be reworked to deal with the reach of each of the characters and like how their weapons and stuff work like that, because it's kind of, they did keep some of the Minecraft aspects where you get a sword and then you can upgrade it to like different qualities and stuff, and it does break after a period of time and you lose moves as that character, which makes me just want to play the game even more. I can't have it, and I want to play it.
I do like the idea of like something regular person's name, like Minecraft Steve. Why don't we get MySpace Tom in
there? Nobody's gonna get that reference unless they're our age.
Yeah. A bunch of shit they're probably into have referenced it. That's how I got a lot of shit from the 80s, was like The Office referenced it. So when people would say a thing, I'd be like, oh, haha, from the Office episode. And they're like, no. Like, oh.
Oh, no. Yeah, no. So it's going to be released on the 13th as a DLC. And it's also going to include Alex and the zombie and the Enderman. I don't know if they're going to be interchangeable or how that's actually going to work. We'll see actually once it's released. But yeah, apparently it's been a long time coming. And last year, I remember an unofficial like Xbox sponsor made an allude to it, how much they love Smash Brothers. And everybody like fucking went wild with it, and then it kind of died out again. And apparently the rumor was true, that they were working on this like weird little fucking crossover.
Well, neat.
October
I guess
13th,
is that out now or coming or? Okay.
Besides MySpace Tom, who would you bring to Smash Brothers?
Ooh, that's a good question. Let's see. How about Alma from Fear?
Okay. Holy shit, that would be amazing.
I don't want to be in charge of what the moveset would be, but just make it happen.
Bad things happen, the screen shakes.
Glitches behind you and shit. Yeah.
Oh my god, that
disappears.
Would be amazing. Then we might as well get the grunge characters in there at that point. If I had to choose, I would say Pyramid Head. Yeah.
we're both on horror.
It's spooky.
Or what about the cop from Disco Elysium?
He just asked you a bunch of questions.
All his attacks just hurt himself.
He just demands drinks. And he makes alludes to not knowing who the fuck he is and where the fuck he's going.
Yeah.
I'm lost. Who are you?
Somebody punches him. He's like, who am I?
He uses confusion. It works well on himself. Yeah. Anyway, so okay, so the last thing I want to talk about today is some justice fucking for Nintendo, I guess.
Damn it! I thought you were gonna say Justice League. I was gonna be so like.
This isn't
excited.
a fucking Comic Con podcast. Come on.
Man, but how great would it be if they brought back that show?
Only drinks. So I'm gonna totally butcher this fucking name. No, I'm not. Anyway, so 2 members of a console hacking and piracy organization known as Team Execute, their names being Gary Bowser and Max Lauren, whatever.
Wait, is Gary Bowser not the guy who got appointed head of Nintendo America?
I know, dude.
There's 2 Bowsers in the gaming industry?
He's a legit bad Bowser. So I know, it's perfect. So
that's even better.
These companies.
Also, how do you know the Nintendo guy's not a bad guy, by the way? We don't know yet. He might be.
I hope he's good. I hope he feels Reggie's shoes very nice and squeaky like. I
hope they're different shoes, though, because I bet that man sweats down there.
Wait, you think Reggie sweats?
At least get some Gold Bond. Yeah, come on. He's standing every video he's in. He's standing for like 18 minutes. You know, it's exhausting. You get a little sweaty. Look, he's not the thinnest man in the world. I'm just saying. I know how it is.
You start to sweat after 18 minutes. How do you know that it's exactly 18 minutes for
16 and a half. Come on. What the fuck?
Anyway,
a minute and a half of sweating.
They're known for being a profit hackers. They basically have created such devices as the SX Pro, which allowed a lot of Nintendo Switches to run pirated games. And
wait, are you saying the pirating people are the bad guys? What? No, they're the freedom fighters.
Okay,
they're
we'll call him. Okay,
yeah, they're Robin Hood.
Gary Bowser Robin Hood. And his sidekick Max.
Yeah. Gary exactly. Robin Hood Bowser.
But they've made also other devices in the past for the Game Boy Advance, as well as the DS and a couple other little ones. I think I had one. Anyway, so while most of the modding community tends to focus on using open source software and open, like any kind of thing that doesn't allude to who it is, and they don't sell the products, because obviously that's going to draw the console's attention, and it's also going to, get the feds involved. So Nintendo had been attempting to do lawsuits against these guys for a while, and then the Justice Department finally stepped in, and they started making arrests for selling all this intellectual property and fucking just kind of being dicks about the whole thing, because they did run for a long period of time, because I think they found one of the guys in Canada, and I believe they found somebody else abroad.
Can you imagine being so dedicated to it that you make it through one escape attempt from the feds
about your piracy
business, and you
and then they
keep doing it?
But they have been making profits for years off of Nintendo, and then there's also I think they also have a PlayStation one as well. But the cool thing that I thought was interesting was that the Justice Department tried to emphasize the difference between these guys' methods and also people who do other emulations for not profit. So they were kind of trying to separate these guys, why these guys are the actual legit bad guys, then compared to the people who also do it but don't make money off of it. But
yeah.
So as of this time, no trial date has been set. But with all the charges against both of them, they can each be facing up to 20 years. Yeah, they can get.
Oh, damn. Somebody should make a sketch about this that is like framed like it's drugs on the street type crime. Like, man, I didn't choose this life. This life chose me. Somebody picked me up in the library and they're like, hey, you want to make some money? And I was a broke college student. And I did.
I need you to rip these video games for me. It would be hilarious to also see this as a movie.
It's fucking crazy.
Make it super dramatic. I don't know.
How do you get into this business? You gotta know somebody, right? Like, I mean, or you just do your own thing. But like, how does this happen? It's so weird.
Like, I can understand people getting into making emulations and making those run on the computer and stuff like that because that's all software based. But these guys were actually doing legitimate like hardware and things that plugged into your devices that you legit hacked them.
Remember the Soldier Boy console?
Didn't he talk about that recently?
I almost bought one.
No!
I fucking almost bought one.
Why?
I know. Because it's so stupid. I bought a Kanye West. Well, actually, Fabian bought me a Kanye West shirt. Did I tell you that? The one from the stupid.
God, you guys are the worst. Perpetuating that stupid fucking shit. God damn it.
It's gonna exist with or without me, all right? At least I'm buying it ironically.
Everybody else. That's the whole point of it. He thinks people are like devout to him, and everybody's just like.
Yeah, but they're not. I mean, some people are though. Some people definitely are.
No.
Yes. You think everyone is an ironic listener of fucking Kanye West? That's absurd. No, I told you about the pussy pictures on every tweet that he has, right?
Yes, you did. Okay. Anyway, kids, don't sell emulations. It's bad.
But maybe buy it if it's funny.
Just every time you turn on your Switch, it makes a fart noise. That would be great. 10 out of 10. Somebody make me that emulation now. You don't want that?
No, that sounds bad. I don't want that. What do you want?
Oh, you're not into fart humor,
funny.
Huh? You're not into toilet humor ports? You can't
not
speak
really.
That
low? Of course I can, and I will for the right laugh, but for me, it's not that. It's like, right? Dicks.
Anyway, that's pretty much it for the news. Do you have anything to say? Okay, good.
Dicks, I guess.
Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at The Real Ports and Evil Space Bunny, and of course us together at Ignore Backlog. And I will do my best to try to tweet on there, but it has been a struggle bus for me this week. But thanks for listening, guys. Yeah.
We appreciate it.
If you have friends that you hate or maybe love, it would be nice if you shared this with them and like throw this at them and be like, yo, this is a podcast about video games. And then what did we talk about for like the first 10 minutes? I can't even remember. It's been too long. Oh yeah, that's right.
Razer and THX. If anything particularly enraged you're welcome to tweet at Bunny. And she'll take care of those.
Also, sugar daddies that don't mind being ignored, please DM me and buy me a Switch.
Yeah. By sugar daddy, she really just means that if you want to invest in a money pit with no benefit to you, it's totally available.
Switch, please. Okay. Good luck, have fun, and stay safe. GJ.
GG.
JJ.
JJ.
Yo,
DLHF. LOL.
Roblox.
GG easy mid.
Get the fuck out.
Bye.